We want to thank the folks at Kiss Baking Company for making this possible. I'm sharing a slice with Vaughnette Bigford. She's going to put on some calories this morning. Yes,
clearly.
Yes, clearly. This is a specially designed cake by Kiss. Kiss will be making these specially for mothers.
Oh, nice.
You can just go on their website, kissbaking.com,
Right.
order a specialty cake. Kiss Desserts, full of it. We want to thank the folks at Kiss Desserts. They have
Thank you,
all
guys.
ranges.
Thank you.
And yeah, we want to. So let's just share the slice with before
sure.
we serve.
Sure.
This one is a sponge.
Which for me is kind of like the best. You know, I don't particularly like people experimenting with cake. All them such a different thing they just do with cake.
You just
Really
like
and
it
truly,
simple.
just a sponge cake is where was that past that? Try to have fruits in it, try to have nuts in it. That's just fine.
We choose the right one
Yeah,
for Bigfoot.
please don't interfere with perfection, man. It's just good.
And it's one of those nice moist sponge cakes, nicely.
Good father, the calories.
The calories, count the calories. There's only one mother's meal, you know. Come on after meal. Well, the next show, I have a list, girl. Before we start to talk mothers, you ain't easy, you know. So mothers weekend, you're alongside Brian McKnight.
Brian McKnight. And as a matter of fact, they're alongside me.
Alongside you.
I know about that.
Brian McKnight alongside the Caribbean
Vaughnette Bigford. They're alongside. Brian McKnight is supporting me in that gig. Oh God, Olio. I'm joking. Don't want to say Vaughnette say that. I'm joking.
Vaughnette, put a pin in it and tell me seriously.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when I saw it, I smiled from all my heart come up. When you hear that and you look at the billboard and you look at
You know, Joel, I must be a real stranger. Maybe I am very, well, we already established that I'm very strange, but I'm excited for the gig. But the way people respond is like, oh, Vaughnette, well, you're rich, Brian McKnight.
You're rich.
I felt like I was there already. In that, I like them, they're great artists.
Yes.
But I think I play with some fabulous musicians here, and I value the musicians I play with here.
You know.
It's not any, I don't think because it's Brian. I don't know. I'm not taking anything away from the gentleman, but I just think that we're so great here that I really don't see it as...
We tend to minimize ourselves.
Yeah, I tend to not do that.
And you tend to not do that.
Yeah.
That's why I love you.
I mean, I like Brian McKnight and Max Breeze. Not that I would be able to sing when if I see Brian McKnight. I mean, I will fangirl, but to see, like, you know, you reach Vaughnette.
Excellent stuff.
Yeah.
But the concert is on Mother's Day weekend.
It is May 13th at the Hyatt Waterfront. Yeah.
At the Hyatt Waterfront. That's your next gig. And then I think after that is Freedom Jazz.
Yes, the Freedom Jazz Jam, which is my event, one of the events that I curate, and that's on July 22nd at the Naparima Bowl. And it's a pre-emancipation celebration of blackness and beauty and history and you know how these people like to come out in the finery. Oh, Jesus.
God. Yeah, that's why I was afraid to come to your
Yeah,
show.
please, don't even try that.
I that shirt and a pants kind of
That is fine.
T-shirt and jeans kind of guy.
That is, you have a t-shirt and jeans, don't try that. Yeah.
Barbados Jazz Excursion and Golf Weekend in October.
Yes, I'm going to that as well. I've been on that excursion for the last 3 years, and it's basically Elon Trotman, who's a wonderful saxophonist from Barbados, lives in Boston, but he curates this festival where he brings a crowd from the US and Europe to Barbados every October. And this year he's featuring Regina Bell and Peebo Bryson, Flex Alexander and Chris Spencer, the comedian. I think that is also going to be wonderful. So I'm encouraging Trinidadians to go. We're going as well as a group, you know, to kind of support the Caribbean music scene too and support Elon in his
so that
vision.
we can create a jazz industry.
Well, exactly. I mean, and eventually that's where we want
That's
to,
where you
we
want
wanted
to
go, you know?
Yeah. Excellent. Can we talk motherhood?
We sure can.
So Isaiah is, as I said,
Isaiah, if he hears you say Isaiah, he's very, very specific.
Let me get it right. I don't make joke with that.
Listen,
it's Isaiah.
Isaiah, the other day, Adrian Donmora introduced me, and Adrian, you know Adrian, how he speaks, and he says, Vaughnette Bigford.
The best voice in the Caribbean.
My son said, oh, Uncle Adrian, I'm dotting up your name, so. He said, where's Vaughnette Bigford? He said, what is that? He says, Bigford. My son.
Your son.
he said, don't tell Uncle Adrian, don't do that again.
Good day, Mr. Isaiah.
Exactly. Isaiah Griffith, yeah. He has his father's name.
He has his father's name.
I have his father's name only when I go to the bank.
Why you come on the show to create bacchanal?
When I go to the bank, I was born at Griffith. I want all the money. But other than that, I'm Bigford girl.
I must stick to my plan. You're confusing with his wife.
How weak.
He is such a spitting image of you, though. I mean, when I see you all online together, it's amazing how much he looks like you.
People say that,
think
but
you should born him.
I don't see it at all.
You serious?
No.
Wow. You said you were not necessarily, and probably not necessarily maternal, raising a boy in this day and age,
Yeah.
where, you know, I mean, the challenges are out there, the distractions,
Yeah.
the world is such a smaller place now,
Yeah.
information coming at them left, right, and center. You share a lot, Vaughnette, online.
Yeah.
You share pictures with him.
Yeah.
What is it like raising a son in this modern day of social media and technology?
Yeah. I often wonder, I mean, he asks me as well, so sometimes when he says to me, you wish you had a girl now? I say, it's not that I wish I had a girl, but I think it might have been a little different. I don't know, it's like, because he could be, especially when he wants to do boys things, so like he would just run through the whole house and we have to keep saying, Isaiah, walk. He doesn't know how to walk, he's just running through.
Yeah, energy.
And he says to me, of course, you do know I'm a boy, right? So there are expectations of boys.
Yeah.
My primary intent, and I think I'm thinking of it from the perspective of a mother, I'm sure his father has a different intent. But I always feel that I want to raise a young man and send him out to the world as a man that I would have chosen to marry had I not been his mother. That's what it is.
Yeah.
And if as mothers we raise them with that kind of sensitivity, then we know what to inculcate, because we know what we want to see, how we want to see our men be. So like, he's a very sensitive boy. If he comes into the room and I'm not feeling well, the easiest thing, next thing you know, I see his eyes full up of water, you know, mommy not feeling well. He's very sensitive to my moods. What happened, you're sick? And I want to encourage that.
Yeah.
Because we didn't encourage that in boys.
No.
We quick to tell boys, what kind of thing is that? Use a girl or what? But why? Why should we encourage boys or discourage boys from expressing how they feel? I want to be the mother that makes it comfortable for my son to say, Mommy, I am hurting. And to help him to navigate this space or this life where he may be hurt, as against telling him, hey, you're not supposed to show me that you're hurt, or you're not, and him trying to figure that out outside, where all the distractions and all the influences that may not necessarily be what I want for him will happen. So I just really keep it in mind that I'm raising a young man to send out into the world, and I know that I could also be a little, and I also have to learn to let go, because he's going out into a space where he's not going to be protected, but I really want him to be equipped to deal with as much as he could deal, because it's going to be coming at them. And they have to be equipped. They have to be emotionally intelligent enough. They have to be sensitive enough. They have to be strong enough to be able to deal with everything that's going to come at them, because it is going to come.
Did you find you were learning on the job over the last?
I am absolutely learning on the job.
Mm-hmm.
And I have made several mistakes. I'll tell you one that happened the other day. He came home with this project that he had to do on the influence of our ancestors on the current culture. And he had a choice. He had to choose between the Amerindians, the East Indians, the Chinese, the Spaniards, and the Africans. Of course, I'm leading him towards, of course, because those are our ancestors.
Yeah.
So one day he came and I said, well, which group are you going to go with? And he said, well, I was thinking of going with the Amerindians, or something like that. And I went off on him, Joel, and I said, what? Why would you even think about that? And I said, no, we're going with the Africans. And I said, but in retrospect, I think I was raising my voice a little, but it was more passion than anything else.
Yeah.
But he felt a little intimidated, and he said to his father, he said, when I just thought I would learn about another group because I'm African, and I just thought about it would have been. So the father said to him, well, you know, your mother is passionate about it because we want you to have a baseline. We want you to know about yourself, and then be encouraged to check out other things. But you don't want to, you know, get into other things before you really know. But I know when the father said that, you know, he said you were a little, he was correct. He was correct. I was a little harsh, and I'm honest enough to admit that it was my passion just kind of taking over. And I forgot that there's a 9-year-old boy I'm dealing with. You understand? He's probably processing things differently, and I had to apologize to him, which I do. Because, you know, we feel it's children and we are parents, but they're just little people. They feel the same kind of hurt. And I tell him, I said, I was unusually harsh with you yesterday, but it was because mommy is passionate and whatever. I didn't mean to be harsh on her. And I apologize. I do it all the time. It cost me some Robux and thing for Fortnite for the game. So that you're sorry, how much I gained for the game at 20 US or what? It has cost me.
Take after the mother. Take after the mother.
But I apologize. I apologize because yeah.
Who say mommy are here?
I know what that was. I am trying, Joel. I am sure not giving up. I'm sure. Oh my gosh!
So Kiss not letting you go with little bit of calories this Mother's Day.
What in heaven's name?
Happy Mother's Day.
What in the treadmill for the next 5 weeks of this?
After Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day, Vaughnette Bigford. Thanking the folks at Kiss Desserts. You get an entire one to go and share with Isaiah. And Shulon and the entire family and all the mummies that are around.
Thank you.
Yeah. Vaughnette Bigford, my Caribbean Queen of Jazz.
Oh gosh, Joel,
thank you very much.
I love you. It's always a pleasure being here. You know that.
And I want you to come back.
I will.
As I said, you have I'm so proud that you have taken off into this jazz sphere. And as I said, I feel personal about it because I didn't know what was jazz really. I didn't care for jazz.
I'm so happy to hear that. I'm so happy that then we've met the intent. Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.